All right, so now we're going to talk about song form. One of the things that helps us understand songs, and as we listen to songs, we can understand that they are constructed in a certain way. And it means that I've got to play some songs for you, and we have to have you listen to them. The song form that we're going to talk about today is 4 phrases long. So when we talk about this particular song form or this particular form, realize that there are just 4 sections to the song, and I think it's fun to listen to and fun to pay attention to. So here's what I'd like to do: is I'd like to play the song, and then you can determine, and probably as you listen to this song, what I want you to do is I want you to think to yourselves, hey, I've come to the end of a phrase. As I've listened to a phrase, I've come to the end of it. So for this discussion and for this purposes, a phrase and a section are identical. So I've already told you how many phrases there are, if you've caught on. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with this song. It starts like this. Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, families drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. All right, so that's the phrase. That's the song, and you've known that song for a long time. And hopefully you caught on to the fact that there were 4 phrases. And so I'm going to play the first phrase, and maybe if you were thinking or paying attention, you went, that's where the first phrase ends. Christmas time is here. Yeah, we're going along. Happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. And you can hear that kind of comes to an end. We went, favorite time of year. So kind of has that end that we finalize. And so we're going to call that, and hopefully we'll put it up here where you can see. We're going to call that phrase A. That's phrase A. My head's kind of in the way. Now, luckily enough, the second phrase comes right after it, and it goes like this. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. And hopefully, and probably what you should recognize is that the first phrase, Christmas time is here, and the second phrase, snowflakes in the air, are identical except for the lyrics. So we got the first phrase that is A, and we'll call the second phrase A as well. And sometimes that second A is just a little different. In this case, it wasn't. It was exactly the same. If it is different, we call that A prime. And we just put a little comma up there, a little apostrophe right there, A prime. In this case, it isn't. It's just A. So we have 2 A's. Now listen to the second phrase. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Now, some of the rhythms of the melody were identical, but the notes were completely different. Snowflakes in the air, the harmony's different too. Beauty everywhere. And so that, and then especially when we get here, you know, Yuletide by the fireside and joyful memories there. That's totally different. So we're going to call that phrase B, because it's finally something different. So that's a B, and that's okay to know that. And then we get to the last phrase, which of course you've heard before, which goes like this. The phrase 3, the B phrase, ends like this. Joyful memories there. And then it does this. Christmas time is here. Families drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. And for the discerning listener, the listener that would pay attention, you will notice that that goes right back to A. So then we have A, B, A. And for a lot of songs, a lot of pop songs, a lot of songs in the 50s and 60s, 70s, even the 80s, even popular songs today, they will follow this form. A prime, B, and then back to A again. So if you listen to that and think, now you say, well, that's only 4 phrases. I'd like to make that song, I like to make this musical experience a little longer. So then the question comes, I got to repeat. What part do I want to repeat? Where do I want to repeat? And the answer is really simple, and I hope that you pay attention to it and can see already where it goes, is we would repeat right back to the B section, right back to that B. I should point to it, right there to B, and then we finish off. So we really get A, B, A, B, A. And so, you know, you get such spirit through the year, sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, families drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Right. And that would be the end of the song. Now, there's a great kind of a nickname and certainly become a name, but it's something that we call that B section. Pretty significant, and a lot of people call it that, so I want you to pay attention because you should know this name, and chances are good you already do know the name or have heard it, but you've never known what it was or, you know, kind of structurally what it was called. And I guess the idea behind it is that this part here is similar to this part here, and we build some music that kind of puts a, you know, it gets us from point A to point A again. That A prime really to A, and then we're going to repeat. And so, and it's lucky that it's called B, because then it does start with the B, this word, and that is called the bridge. I don't know if some of you have heard that, but that bridge gets us from A, or A prime, back to A again. And so a lot of times musicians will say, or they'll talk about this, you know, if they're talking about the structure, they're talking to other musicians about this, they'll say, hey, we repeat the bridge. We go back to the bridge. And that's really what happens, you know. So, you know, you play the song, you know, such spirit through the year. We repeat the bridge. Sleigh bells in the air. You know, we go back, beauty everywhere. So that's a little talk, a little lecture, if you will, about song form. This is one song form. So much so I think we should call it song form, because this phrase A prime, B, A, and then repeat the bridge happens so many times in music. It's a very, very useful way to write music. It's a really useful way for people to understand music. Well, you think Supermarket Flowers by Ed Sheeran, that's a song form. There's a bunch of them. There's just, in fact, it's hard to find one that isn't one. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll answer the questions about the lecture, and then we'll be able to go forward from this, and we'll see you on the computer. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.